warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, we are from Group 1. Today, we want to make a SCS video about how important communication skill in leadership. My name is David Johannestin.
My name is Ishak Gideon Simamora.
And my name is Muhammad Rafiul. Okay, so communication is one of the important factor in carrying out administrative process and interaction between elements in an organization or institution, both internally and externally. Without a good and correct communication network, it is very likely that all process within the organization or institution will not be able to run optimally and according to what has been planned. Good communication skill will greatly help all process in an organization or institution. In order to carry out his leadership, a leader must at least have basic competence, namely, first, diagnosing, second, adapting, and third, communicating.
Diagnosis ability is cognitive ability that can understand the current situation and what is expected in the future. Adapting competence is a person's ability to adapt his behavior and his environment, while the competence to communicate is related to person's ability to convey message so that others can understand them properly and clearly. Related to leadership, good communication is very important for a leader because it's related to his duty in influence with direct encourage member to carry out a certain activity in order to achieve a goal that have been set and achieve effectiveness in leadership, planning, controlling and coordinating, training, conflict management and other organization process.
Communicating is a necessity of human life. By communication, humans will be able to relate to one another so that human life will be meaningful. On the other hand, there are a number of human needs that can only be met through communication with others. The more people who carry out communication activities between one another, the more information they get and the greater the chance of a person's success in life.
Organizational communication can be defined as the performance and interpretation of message among communication units that are part of a particular organization. Organizational communication is the process of creating meaning for the interaction that create, maintain, and change organization. Organizational structure tend to affect communication. Thus, communication from subordinates to leaders is very different from communication between each other.
In an organization, the leader is communicator. Effective leader generally have effective communication skills, so that more or less will be able to stimulate the participation of the people they lead. He must also be good at communicating both verbal and non-verbal communication. Good verbal communication can be done by using friendly, polite, and gently speech, and non-verbal communication can be done by communicating abstract concepts such as truth, justice, ethics, and religion non-verbally. For example, using body language. Organizational effectiveness lies in effectiveness of communication because communication is important to produce the same understanding between the sender information and the recipient of the information at all levels. The smooth running of our organization activity will be disrupt if there is a problem regarding communication and if there is a problem in communication. It is felt that it will have a bad impact on the organization because communication is like a system that connect people between parts of organization or as a flow that is able to excite the performance of the people involved in organization.
The importance of the leadership communication in organization include 1. Generate understanding. Understanding in communication is the ability to understand the message carefully as intended by the communicator. In this case, communication is said to be effective if it is able to understand correctly, while the communicator is said to be effective if it manages to convey the message carefully. 2. Bring pressure. Pressure is the defined in the communication process in addition to successfully conveying information. Can also take place in pleasant atmosphere for both parties. Actually, the purpose is communicating is not just a message translation, but is also intended for a pleasant mutual interaction to foster a relationship with one employee. 3. Change attitude. The influence on attitude can be imperative if a communicate after receiving a message, then his attitude changes according to the meaning of the message. The act of influencing others is the part of everyday life in the office. In many situations, we try to influence the attitudes of others and try to get others to behave in the position way we want. Build good relationship in the process of effective communication inadvertently increase level of interpersonal relationship. In an office environment, communication is often done not to convey information or to influence attitude alone, but the contract. 3. Sometimes there is an implicit intention, namely to foster good relationship.
5th, generate action. A communicator needs a feedback mechanism so that they know whether the message has been understood by the communicant. The feedback means here is the action of the communicant after receiving a message from the communicator. In this case, the submission of report on the result of the implementation of tasks and activities that have been carried out by subordinates and providing advice and consideration from subordinates at the time of the coordination meeting as material for policy formulation. 6. Encourage mutual trust. Another thing that can be concluded from the result of the interview with the head of the Bud Parpora service is that the communication starts from an atmosphere of mutual trust created between the communicator and the communicant. Communication that includes mutual trust between superior and subordinates is shown by assigning tasks and responsibilities by superior to subordinates and delegation of authority to subordinates. 7. Maintaining teamwork. Organizations are places between people come together with a common goal, similar to the office of Bud Parpora Sibolga City. There is a common goal and must be maintained so that the achievement can be achieved together as well.
8. Appreciate status and role. The flow of communication from leadership to leadership is always strive to remain in the corridor of the mutual respect. The 9. HR empowerment. Communication that takes place from the leadership to subordinate also has the intention that subordinates can work and function in accordance with the interests and abilities of subordinate. Placement and assignment of the person is always based on the background and competence that he has. And the 10. Saves time. By utilizing existing communication channel and without delaying the delivery of the information from the top to bottom, the time required for message delivery and how to get the message understood is also shorter and faster.
Generate communication. Of course, the motivation of employee must continue to improve in order to maintain work consistency. 12. Running the buoyancy. As a formal organization, the flow of information is especially before executing an action must go through several steps before arriving at decision making. 30. Problem solving. The implementation of tasks in the organization cannot be spared from problem. However, problem solving is always tried to be handled by communication at first with the leadership.
Thank you for watching, and we are from group 1 from I1. We already finished about our video about the importance of the communication in the leadership. Thank you from us.
Apologies.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.